In the mission Fog of War, we are immediately met with enemies, which we don't need to worry about because straight away Captain Price and his team easily take them out for us.
Okay, drop them.
We're clear. Copy. Post up on the ridge and let's get the lay of the land.
Moving forward, we have to spot a truck with our binoculars, which is pretty plain and simple, but it actually tells us to call an airstrike. I waited for ages to see if I could skip it, but looks like I can't.
Roger, 3-1. Target acquired. Weapons free in 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Does this count as us shooting anyone? I don't know. Are we going to count it?
Nope. Multiple guns on foot.
Clear.
That was easy. Here we are presented with some enemies trying to take out some fire, but the people we're with can easily take them out for us. Further along in the mission there is a machine gun firing at our position, but we actually take cover at different locations to avoid this and hit enemies with our guns. There's a small building up ahead which is home to a handful of grenades, which we could use out to our advantage. The issue is getting there without being killed.
MG down.
I know I'm weird, don't bully me please. Moving on, past the gate, there is more enemies, but they easily get taken out by our friends. And we can melee the enemies as it doesn't count as shooting. So that's the end of the first mission, where running total, 0 shots taken.
Do we have snipers in position?
Negative, Sergeant. Count on Julia Long.
Moving on to Piccadilly, we are forced to stop a terrorist attack, but we all know how it turns out.
Get down on the ground. I'm not gonna tell you again.
This mission is pretty simple, it just involves a lot of meleeing. But you need to watch out for the cars blowing up. And also the suicide bombers. But once you reach the buildings it's pretty plain sailing, as you could easily melee the enemies before they kill you. And you can use your big boy muscles to move the rubbish out the way. And here is where we see the legend himself, Captain John Price.
Captain Price.
Sergeant Garrick.
You with me?
Upon reaching the person with the bomb around him, we realise we can't save him because, you know, we can't pause time.
Can you help? Trying. Let me see my girl. It's going off. I can't get it. No time. We're on there. Wait. What are you doing? No.
It's the end of Piccadilly, and just like Fog of War, we had to shoot nobody.
This shouldn't have happened in the first place, sir.
No shit.
Moving on to the next mission, we see the future lovebirds, Farah and Alex, first meeting each other, but this won't be the last time they do.
No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
How do I look?
Tremendous.
This mission is pretty boring. At the start we do a lot of walking and a lot of brick taking. And also some killing. We are told to put a silencer on the pistol that we have, but seeing as we don't use guns, we just ignore it. Okay, maybe this might be a challenge after all.
You get two. I'll take the rest.
Where did that dog come from?
You get two. I'll take the rest.
Damn it! This time Flower decides to go inside the building and takes out the enemies like a badass.
Blow it.
I called her Cinderbox Cindy and mean Cindy fell in love. We enjoy long walks on the beach, cooking food together, and drugs. But in the end, we still didn't have to shoot a single bullet at anyone's face, sadly.
Keep those fucking dogs in check.
Now in Proxy War, we have a bit of fun.
The Russians only understand violence.
They understand more than violence, though.
Barkov has an air force.
So we have one too.
How would you like a punch in the face?
After meleeing my way through the enemies, I realised that to get into the hangar would be even more difficult. That's when I had the ingenious idea of running down the side. I make a mad rush for the hangar, and to my surprise, I actually managed to get inside without dying.
One.
Burn, baby, burn!
Ready for tasking. What's your position?
Viper, this is 3-1. Goddamn good to hear your voice.
Take out that enemy armor.
Wow! Okay!
Tragedy struck when I realised there's no way that I could get through this without having to shoot rockets at the enemies. I waited for ages, and admitting defeat, I shot as little rockets as possible. After having to shoot 11 rockets to destroy the enemies and progress, I blissfully waited and hoped that the next mission would be easier.
He's climbing in your windows, he's snatching your people up, trying to so y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband.
Trying to take out the enemies in the front room was difficult to say the least.
Housekeeping. Housekeeping.
Come back later, please.
Housekeeping.
Not now.
Housekeeping.
Go away.
I come in anyway?
No, go away.
I come in anyway.
Secure.
Everything is perfect.
Upstairs, we're greeted by a chap with a gun holding his wife hostage. What a nice person.
First floor secure.
After taking out the person with the shotgun in the bathroom, we are assured that the first floor that we were on was clear. Now, this is your daily reminder that if you haven't taken medication, take your medication now. Drink some water, have some food in your stomach, and just relax and watch this video, because as you know, I am a legend, a ginger legend.
FBI, open up!
Hello, hello, hello!
No! Don't disappear!
Looks like we have a magician in the house trying to kill us. After a fortnight our way into the loft, we agreed to buy a woman who at first seems innocent, but then tries to grab a detonator.
They locked me in here!
Drop her. Stop!
Oh.
So in the mission hunting party, we accompany Greg's to a hospital which has been taken over by the enemies. Now we need to be careful, because obviously they're going to attack us with machine guns and tripwires and RPGs, as you will see in a second. So yeah, not the best of starts, but on top of that, we are being attacked by someone with an LMG. But, you know, we get our friends to take them out for us, and we can move along, just meleeing enemies easily, because they're not far away from us, so we can actually run into them and smack them in the face. Then we can move along into the building where the enemies are located and take out the person with a gun around the corner easily, get up the stairs and break into them like a badass, take everyone out, dodge the bullets like John Wick. Because, like I said, we are badass and nothing's going to stop us. I mean, jump through the window and then take him out with a knife really swiftly, then dodge all the bullets because we're amazing, then run up to him and smash him in the face, and smash them in the face, and smash them in the face, and lastly smash him in the face like a boss, first time, swear didn't die. And true to our badassery, we're going to avoid this tank and go around it and run into enemy gunfire like a boss because nothing's going to stop us. Or we could wait behind the tank so we don't get shot, and then we could go ahead once some of the enemies have been cleared by our friends. Inside the building it's pretty plain and simple. All we have to do is try and take cover behind walls. Because it is close quarters, we can actually easily get to them. Although you have to be careful for the people with shotguns because they do a lot of damage. And you also have to be careful with the people who are lying on beds because some of them pretend to be patients, but they're not, they're trying to kill you. And then they reach the person with the LMG at the end of the hallway, but we can easily avoid them by taking cover behind certain pieces of furniture and walls.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Yeah, remember those tripwires I said earlier in the video? So moving on, once we reach the person with the LMG, we can easily take them out and avoid the tripwire in the hallway. And this is where we have to try and sneak in and get the wolf before he kills the marines. Another mission passed, no more kills.
Give us Half-Life 3 or you will die.
Here is where we have to try and extract the wolf from the embassy as the butcher and all of his mates are trying to take over, just like the typical hooligan in the Weatherspoons on a Friday night. Once the helicopters are shot down, we can easily get inside of the building. Also, apologies if I sound groggy or have no clue what I'm going on. I've been editing this since 2 in the morning and I I don't know how I'm surviving this long, but here is where the enemies break through the wall somehow, and then I get killed instantly because reasons. But if I stay behind this bulletproof glass, I could let Price take out the enemies, and then we could further progress, meleeing the enemies, and then getting into the bunker, which is where we are met with my least favourite part of this entire mission. Long story short, yes, trying to escort this person to a door, but they keep on being seen and then they die. But they need to get to the door because they have a key card which will let you guys in. But once they reach the door, Price and his good mate can break in and kill everyone in here because they are such badasses.
All stations this net. The embassy has fallen. Marines are setting up a rally point at the ambassador residence.
Now this is where I got a bit cautious, to say the least, because I knew up ahead we would have to kill people, and I got a bit scared. But I did not shoot a single bullet at them somehow, because all I had to do was zoom in and just see what they were doing. And then when the field of enemies came, I just let everyone else take them out, and I just hid like a little, well, wimp. This is meant to be a challenge, but like, this is easy. Like, a baby could do this challenge. Like, what I had to do is just run between these two buildings and just see what they're doing. And I could just melee a few of them if I felt like helping out, but you know, I could just sit on my phone and just let everyone else take them out. Then I get this laser marker which shoots missiles from the sky, which technically doesn't count as shooting them because you don't directly shoot them, just like with the previous episode where it's in a helicopter. But once we get into the building where the mortars are set, we can easily just melee these enemies. Then once you reach where the wolf was, you see, he disappeared. Because he got taken. Call in Liam Neeson because shit hit the fan. Now the next mission. I hate this mission so much. Not just with the challenge, but like in general, I've always hated Highway of Death. I don't know why, it's just something about it which I hate. And in this, we have to shoot bullets. First time we're not shooting a person, so these bullets don't actually count. But later on we had to take out a few people in a building, and then a further few more people who arrived in cars. I waited for ages. As you can see, I sped this up 5 times, and I could not wait for them to leave because they didn't want to leave, so I had to take out those 2 people there, unfortunately adding 2 more kills to the counter. So that adds the total shots to 13 so far. Not great. But when worse comes to worse, we had to blow them up somehow. But I didn't want to blow them up because I knew if I did that, that would count as kills. So I waited for these people down here for ages to see if they were able to kill the enemies. But their incompetence of shooting bullets directly in front of them at a person standing no less than 10 feet away is quite remarkable, and I knew I'd had to take them out to further progress in the mission. So I unfortunately had to make the sacrifice and take some of them out. I tried running over there, but it doesn't let you go over there. And here we have to kill the engines of some of these people coming forward because they're going to kill us. So once they get out of the cars we could easily melee them. But I did struggle this bit a bit, but I managed to move on further, utilising Molotov cocktails to burn most of the enemies. And in this bit, we had to take out these people with mortars. But I was an idiot, and I thought I had to shoot them. But you didn't actually have to shoot them to make them go away, so just ignore the facts I killed these people. And this person. And we didn't need to kill that person either. But here I think to myself, if I just shoot in the area, they went off. Here we are presented with a suicide truck driving towards us at Mach 10 because it doesn't know how to use brakes, and we tried to stop it in other ways, but you can't. You literally have to kill the driver to make it stop, because even if you damage the vehicle, it's still going to blow you up. But then you can pop the tyres of the Russian tanks and not kill anyone, and then drive the gas into the people, and then finish the mission. In the mission Hometown, it starts off fine. After the guard comes in and kills your father, you are forced to kill him using knives, scissors and screwdrivers. Luckily for us, father isn't able to pick up the AK-47, so we went on without having to kill people. After sneaking past multiple guards, we got to the field of poppies and are tasked to steal a truck. However, we have to kill the guards that are in the way. We have to grab the revolver and take out the guards with it. I tried meleeing them, but they didn't take damage. After many attempts, I was forced to shoot them. I managed to do it with just one shot, adding one shot to the kill counter. On to the next mission, the Wolf's Den. We agreed to buy someone shooting at us, but we could easily use a flashbang and melee them, and have them taken out easily. Moving on, we could easily take out more enemies. But then we reach another issue, the person in the closet. Now, I don't like forcing people to come out of the closet, but this guy has the strongest forehead in the world, and doesn't die from being meleeed. After multiple failed attempts, I was forced to shooting, adding another shot to the counter. The rest of the mission was pretty plain sailing. Rest in peace, Wolfie. Moving on to Captive, there isn't a gun available at the beginning, so we'll skip through to when they take over. Running through the field was tedious, but getting to the warehouse was easy. From there on it's pretty plain sailing. Next up is the mission Old Comrades. This was even easier than Captive, and I only died a few times. Letting Captain Price kill the enemies, we are able to capture the Butcher. Upon having him captive, we are given an unloaded pistol, but are able to choose the option to shoot him. Obviously we don't, and we move on easily. Now, my favourite mission in the whole game, Going Dark. I spent hours trying to take out all the enemies in the buildings without being spotted, and I kept just being spotted every single time, and it was so annoying. But I managed to complete it and escape from the helicopter easily. My advice for you if you're trying to do this is try and take out the house first, as the house has the most enemies and is the most annoying, so get out of the way and you're pretty plain sailing. Now the final mission was easier as we had laser missiles and could kill enemies that way. Inside the lab was fine until we were up against the Juggernaut. I tried explosives, flashbangs, grenades and meleeing, but in the end I had to shoot him, adding one more kill to the counter. So that brings us to the end of this series. The total amount of shots he had to take, 22. Thank you for watching, please subscribe and turn on post notifications, and leave a like if you're feeling cheeky, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.